everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video. Hope you enjoy.
Into jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu you try by yourself.
yeah, that's it. And that's like why I love it as well, because I did athletics when I was really young and I didn't really like it that much. Like I hate running.
Yeah.
Any sort of like standing sport. Not that much of a fan of, I think. And so I'd heard about it. I started listening to Joe Rogan in like 2017, and he really like advocated for it, and I was like, oh, this martial art that is good for small people and there's no striking or anything like that. So I was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. But that still doesn't really answer why I got into like wanted to do a martial art per se.
Yeah. Have you tried? Did you try any other martial arts before that?
No, and I wouldn't say I was like interested in any other kind of martial, even like the popular ones that was like a kid or kung fu or something like that.
Kickboxing.
Yeah, anything like that. And I don't really watch sport, so it's not like I found out about it through the UFC or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I started like working full time once I'd graduated from uni, and started getting like really stiff sitting in an office chair all day and stuff, and just needed the sport.
Yeah.
Rowing was I found it too cliquey outside of high school.
Okay.
Like girls were already really advanced. They were much like bigger than me, so they were already just naturally better at the sport anyway.
So it was a bit of like a social
barrier.
Just
like they'd already been rowing together outside of school, like off season and stuff, because they'd go to states or nationals or whatever together. So it was already that sort of like group. It's really hard to like break into.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to do it. I've never really wanted to do sport out of like competition, just always passion. Yeah, and wanting to stay fit and all that sort of stuff. So,
which I think is the majority actually. Like most people are not. You've talked about this before. Like even with jiu-jitsu, like competitors are like maybe 2-3% of all the athletes that actually do jiu-jitsu. So yeah, it's interesting.
But I always did sport, so I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
And it's quite amazing, like when you think about, I at one point I was working in an office as well, and it's really easy to, at the end of the day, go, oh, I'm too tired, because you actually do get super mentally tired.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But this cycle will make you, after a while, makes your life like kind of almost miserable.
Yeah, if you don't do anything about
If you don't do anything. And a lot of people, because it does make you tired and you get into this cycle, you stop doing anything that makes you feel better, like sport-wise. And it gets to a point you're like, you know what? I have to change this, you know what I mean? Some people have that vision and go, look, I have to change this. So when I was working in the office, I felt that like, I don't care how I feel. I'm just going to go, and 3 times a week, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I would like take myself, I'm walking, sleeping here, but I'll get there. And then my life gets like, it's almost like, it creates a purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like otherwise you just like work, home, work, eat, home, work, you know what I mean? Like it's like,
And especially if you're not surrounded by like work colleagues who also do some sort of exercise as well. Like my office is pretty good. There a lot of people cycle in and stuff, and my boss is sort of like a good role model. He's like, in his 50s and stuff, and he's really athletic and stuff. So I always had like people around me who
push that lifestyle a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, and didn't like condone sort of like a sedentary lifestyle or anything like that. So
that is super helpful.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
The culture of the place you work.
So what was the process to starting jiu-jitsu? Like you started listening to
so that was like appealing.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.